My name is Mary Ngechu. I'm the Managing Director for Limeplast Group. Limeplast Group is a synergy of three companies. Line Art Solution, where we do printing and we major in flexo printing, we printing of labels. And then Plast Packaging, we major in packaging, manufacturing of plastic containers, and we serve the agrochemical industry, the cosmetic industry, food and beverage, and also the pharmaceutical industry. Then the third company is Aroma Care, where we do manufacturing of beauty care, hair care, body care, and also institution and industrial cleaning solutions. During the pandemic, the disaster really affected our business, and especially because of the instruction of social distancing. In manufacturing, it's more physical work, so having to keep people social distance was a bit of a problem for us. So we had to reduce our floor staff, so we had to let go some of our cashiers so that we were able to comply with the social distancing part of it. Lockdown, which also affected us, that we were not able to meet our clients because we normally produce and we deliver for our clients. So specific working hours also made us let our staff go home earlier before time, and this reduced the production capacity for our factory. So with less machine utilization, that meant that then our production costs went high. We also had a lot of destruction of raw material supply. There was a lot of delay from imported raw material. There was also cost in it. The prices increased, which also again increased our cost of production. So that meant that we had to increase our prices, which was not very friendly for our client. We also had to look into what was not moving in the market and reduce production. An example I would give, like the hotel industries were not doing well. So our production for a line like water bottles, that was not moving. So we had to quickly make a decision on how to stop production for that. This reduced our cash flows, and also our staff were affected because we were not able to pay overtimes because they were working less hours. Then in terms of clients were also not able to pay us in time because they also had reduced cash flow. So lockdown, social distancing, cash flow, inefficiency in our production, those are some of the things that really affected our production. Or how we rebuild ourselves was that we were quickly able to analyze the trends of how the business was going, and we realized now that the customers were buying more online. So we quickly were able to develop an e-commerce platform where we were able to sell our products, especially on the cosmetic industry. We were also able to come up with a way to negotiate with our customers that they pay us upfront because we were also buying raw materials in terms of cash. We were also able to negotiate with our banks so that they are able to they restructured our loans so that our monthly liabilities were not so much. We were also able to quickly introduce during our meetings and discussing on the strategic way of how to continue doing our business on Zoom through our staff. And we also used a lot of the time that most of our senior managements were not working. We used a lot of that time in training for them, and we were able to utilize the time instead of having people go home all the time. Use the time in terms of the most administration work that we needed to do that we had not maybe had enough time to think. So we used a lot of time sitting, rethinking, and restructuring the business so that we're able to come up with a good way of moving forward. So during COVID, we also realized that the consumer behavior has changed, and we realized that the consumer want more information of whatever it is that they are consuming. They are more conscious and more concerned about the health of the product that they consume now. So we came up with a digital platform that we call the Fito app, where we are offering services for traceability, transparency, and feasibility. And in the platform, we allow clients like ourselves to put more information about their product for the consumer to communicate with the consumer more than what it is that you can be able to put in the label. Now, being prepared for a similar disaster, I would not say that yes, we are prepared for a similar disaster. What I would say is that during the pandemic, because we had a lot of time, we used a lot of time to do our risk assessment, and we were also able to do our risk register So yes, we are aware of our risks and we have a register. We also have come up with how we can be able to mitigate and reduce and put risk control in our organization. So if we got a similar disaster, because a disaster is one of the risks that we analyzed, we would be prepared to respond quickly. We are aware now of what we can predict what scenario it would be, and we are putting together resources on how it is that we can fully be prepared. We know we need to change how we do our business. We have also been able to analyze that there are areas that we had not explored in a huge way, and we are looking into that. And I would give an example that in our cosmetic industry, we had not looked so much in the manufacturing of the cleaning and the disinfecting. And this is an area that we're exploring. So it, as much as it was a disaster that brought in, we were also able to see an opportunity in that. So preparedness, yes, we know how to mitigate our risk. We know also how to look for opportunities through a disaster. But we have a long way to say that yes, we would be fully prepared for any similar disaster like that one.